In Xenoblade Chronicles 1, 2, and X, there is a species called the Nopon. The fact that the Nopon exist in all three games, however, causes some problems from a lore standpoint. While it makes sense that they would exist in the worlds of Xenoblade 1 and 2, as those two worlds share effectively the same deity, it does not make sense for them to appear in Xenoblade Chronicles X, as that game is not tied to the lore of the others. Made more confusing by the fact that there are random references to some of the locations and bosses of Xenoblade Chronicles 1 made by the Nopon in Xenoblade Chronicles X. The answer I propose to this question is the Land of Challenges. The Land of Challenges is a location in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, inhabited by several Nopon NPCs, most notably the Arcsage. The Arcsage opens portals between dimensions, allowing the cast of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 to interact with Shulk and Fiora from Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and Elma from Xenoblade Chronicles X. I suggest that the Nopon at some point went from the worlds of 1 and or 2 into the Land of Challenges, and from the Land of Challenges ended up on the planet Mira, where they would eventually become the ancestors of the Nopon you see in Xenoblade Chronicles X. The problem with this is that the Land of Challenges is a part of a DLC package, raising obvious questions about canon. However, these questions can be answered somewhat. The doubts about being canon can be cleared up somewhat if you go outside of the game and go to the back of the Japanese box of the figurine of Artifice Siren. The box for Siren gives several bits of lore information about the World Tree and End of the World, but most relevantly is told from the point of the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 character, Chairman Bana, who mentions that as he can't make heads or tails out of any of this information, is going to try and run it by the Nopon Arcsage. This means that the Arcsage is semi-canon, at least to the boxes of figurines. So, because of this, I say that the Nopon from the world of 1 and or 2 went through the Land of Challenges and ended up on Mira. This also explains a few other things, like the presence of Telethia Endbringer. That's all I got.